Hello, welcome to STEM School. In this lesson, we are going to go through some Gauss Contest 2024 problems.
Okay, so question 11, part B, question 11. In the subtraction of the two-digit number shown, the letter P and Q each represent a single digit. So the value of P plus Q is, okay. So they give us the difference of this calculation is 49, right? So we can rewrite it into addition, okay? Which will be 49 plus Q6 equals to 8P. Okay, as you can see, the sum of 9 and 6 will give us 15. So the last digit will be our value of P. So P is 5. Okay, then after we got the value of P, which is 5, we can substitute it into our original equation, so which will be 49 plus Q6 equals to 85. So our Q6 will equals to 85 minus 49, which is 36, right? So then we find our value for Q, which is 3. Okay, so P is 5, Q is 3. What does it ask us? The sum of P plus Q, right? So P plus Q will be 5 plus 3, which is 8. So the value is D. Next, the length of the rectangle is twice its width. The perimeter of the rectangle is 120 centimeter. The ask us the width of rectangle is. Okay, so we set the width of the rectangle is W. Okay, so since the width of rectangle is W, which means the length of the rectangle will be 2W because it's twice its width, right? So then we need to know the perimeter of the rectangle, which will be 2 times the width plus the length, right? So the width is W. We use W to represent it, and the length we use 2W to represent it. This one equals to 120, which the condition gives us. So all we need to do is to solve this equation, okay? So let's calculate it. 2 times W plus 2W, which is 3W, which equals to 120. So 2 times 3, which is 6. 6W is 120. So our W is 120 divided by 6, which is 20. So the answer is A. Okay. So next, she purchased a water hand pump to give to a charity. The average price or the mean price was 85 per water pump. If she spent a total of 765, they ask us how many water pumps did she purchase. Okay, so the total money she spent is 765, and each of the water pump is $85. So we use total money she spent divided by per money she spent. Okay, so which give us how many did she bought. This is nice, easy calculation, right? Answer is C. Next, the number 385 has 3 prime factors. So the sum of this prime factor is, so we need to know the definition of the prime factor. That the prime factor is the number only are divisible by itself and 1, right? So in this case, let's see. 385 is divisible by 5. 5 is a prime number, right? So 5 is one of them, and after that it gives us 77. Okay, so for 77, 7 times 11 is 77. Okay, so we got our answer. The 3 prime number is 5, 7, and 11. All we need to do is to add them together. So 5 plus 7 plus 11, which is 12 plus 11, which is 23. Okay, so the answer D, 23. Okay, next, a circle has radius 2. If the radius of the circle is tripled, the area of the original circle divided by the area of the new circle is. Okay, so we need to find the area for each of the circle, new circle and old circle, okay, or original circle. So the original circle area will be pi r squared. The r is 2, so 4 pi. Okay, and the new circle, the area, it's also pi r squared. The difference before is 2, right? So it's tripled, which means 2 need to times 3 squared. So it will be pi 6 squared. So it's 36 pi. Okay, so the area of the original circle is 4 pi. The area of the new circle is 36 pi. We simplify this fraction, which will be 1 over 9. Answer is C. Okay, so next, Brit and Juanita have a glass of containing 300 milliliter of water. Brit pours half of his water out, and then Juanita pours 20% of her water into Brit's glass. What volume of the water is now in Brit's glass? Okay, so let's see. So Brit and Juanita, both of them has 300 at the beginning. Okay, so then Brit pours half of it, which means he left 150. Juanita pours 20% to Brit. So we need to find what does the 20% volume is. So 300 times 20, which give us 60. Okay, so 60. She pours 60 to Brit's glass, which is 150 plus 60, 201. 210. So Brit now has 210. Okay. Next, 17. Oh, I don't have enough space to write notes. Let's see. A circular spinner is divided into 12 identical unshaded sections and 3 identical shaded sections. Okay. 12 unshaded and 3 shaded. Okay. Each unshaded section is 3 times of the size of each shaded section. Okay. Unshaded is 3 times of the shaded. Okay. So an arrow is attached to the center of the spinner. An arrow is spun once. And what is the probability that the arrow stops in the shaded section? Okay, that's it. Okay, so since each unshaded section is 3 times the size of the each shaded section. Then together, the size of 3 shaded section is equal to the size of the one unshaded section, right? So in this case, the combined size of our section is equal to 12 plus 1, which is 13. Okay, so these three unshaded, these three shaded will equals to 1 unshaded, right? So 12, it will be 12 plus 1. So we have 13 section. And the probability 1 over 13. Thursday. Next, 18. So the Gauss factory assembled robots. Each robot comes in one of the 3 colors, red, blue, or green. Each robot also has the number stamped on its head, 1, 2, 3, or 4. The nth robot assembled is the first robot to have the same color and the same number as the previous assembled robots. Okay, so what is the greatest possible value of n? Okay. So, there are 3 different colors. And 4 different number. So therefore, there will be 3 times 4. 12 different kinds of robots that may assembled. Okay, so since there are 12 different kinds of robots, it is possible that the first 12 robots assembled are all different from one another. In this case, the 13th robot assembled will be the first robot to have the same color and the same number as the previously assembled robot, right? So the greatest possible value of n is C, 13. 19. 5 different integers in a list have a median of 10 and a range of 7. What is the smallest possible integer in the list? So let's see. The median is 10 and the range is 7. We can write it into like the number A, B, 10, C, D, right? And range, sorry, range is 7, which means in our list it will be D minus A equals to 7. Okay, so what did they ask us? What is the smallest possible integer in the list? Okay, so first we need to know that A must be smaller than B, smaller than 10, smaller than C, and smaller than D, right? Because we need to order it. How to find the median? We need to order the number from the smallest to the biggest, right? Okay, so in this case, the 5 integers in the list are different from one other, and so the smallest possible value of C is 11, right? And then in this case, the value of D is 12. So which number we can substitute them into our equation? So D is 12 minus A is 7. So the value of the A should be 5. Okay? So the answer is B, 5.
That's everything for today's lesson. Please click like if you like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.